This is Daily Armenia, CivilNet's daily news digest. Here's what you need to know today. Armenia is ready to cede to Azerbaijan control of 4 border villages formerly inhabited by Azerbaijanis in an effort to avert another round of hostilities, Prime Minister Nikol Pashinyan has confirmed. Our policy is that we must prevent a new war. We must not allow a new war to start, and this is also the reason why we have decided to identify the precise border in these areas, he said on a visit yesterday to the area where those villages are located. Continuing, Pashinyan said his negotiators had asked Azerbaijan to withdraw from the roughly 83 square miles of territory within Armenia that its troops have occupied since the 2020 Nagorno-Karabakh war. Azerbaijan has so far refused to do so, and Armenia is now prepared to hand over the villages for nothing in return, he added. Earlier this month, the head of Azerbaijan's border negotiating team demanded Armenia immediately cede control of 4 villages located along the border between Armenia's northeastern Tavus region and Azerbaijan's northwestern Gazakh district. Armenian forces took control of those 4 villages during the first Nagorno-Karabakh war, forcing their ethnic Azerbaijani residents to flee. The villages are particularly important to Armenia since the main highway to Georgia runs near them, as well as the sole natural gas pipeline from Russia. As of now, no timeline for their handover has been given. Reacting to Pashinyan's remarks, a spokesperson for Russia's foreign ministry laid blame on the West for these latest developments. See where Armenia's new managers from the European Union, NATO, and Washington have brought the country to, Maria Zakharova wrote on Telegram today. Meanwhile, the head of NATO has again indicated he believes Armenia and Azerbaijan can reach a normalization deal despite spiraling tensions in the region. Armenia and Azerbaijan now have an opportunity to achieve an enduring peace after years of conflict, Secretary General Jens Stoltenberg said today at a press conference alongside Pashinyan in Yerevan. This is why I urge both countries to reach an agreement paving the way for the normalization of relations and a durable peace, he added. Earlier, Stoltenberg traveled to Azerbaijan and Georgia, marking his first ever visit to the 3 South Caucasus countries as NATO's chief. Speaking alongside Azerbaijani President Ilham Aliyev in Baku over the weekend, he similarly called on the 2 sides to reach a normalization deal as soon as possible. Stoltenberg's historic visit came just months after NATO's special representative confirmed Armenia is in talks with the alliance to form a new individually tailored partnership program that is separate from full membership in the bloc. In recent weeks, Pashinyan has repeatedly floated the idea of pulling his country out of the CSTO, Russia's answer to NATO. Reacting to Stoltenberg's visit, a Kremlin spokesperson dismissed what he called NATO's aspirations to consolidate its presence in the Caucasus. NATO's attempts to somehow expand its influence and presence are unlikely to add stability in the Caucasus, Dmitry Peskov told reporters today. In other news, Armenia's large Russian expatriate community has voted overwhelmingly against Vladimir Putin in presidential elections over the weekend that were widely decried as neither free nor fair. Vladislav Davankov of the New People Party won with 63% of the vote in Yerevan and 48% of the vote in Gyumri, according to exit polling from Vote Abroad, an exiled Russian civil society group. Official results from Russia's Central Electoral Commission also have Davankov winning in Yerevan, though with a substantially lower vote share, while listing Putin as the victor in Gyumri, home to a Russian military base. The Russian government's official results, which gave Putin more than 87% of the overall vote, are widely considered untrustworthy. Video posted to social media showed long lines of mostly young voters gathered outside the Russian embassy in Yerevan around midday on Sunday, a nod to the Noon Against Putin movement promoted by former Russian opposition leader Alexei Navalny shortly before his death in custody last month. In a statement today, Pashinyan congratulated Putin, who will now lead Russia until at least 2030, for his re-election. And finally, the CivilNet number of the day is 3. That's the number of medals that participants from Armenia won at this year's Caucasian International Mathematical Olympiad last week in Russia. Armenia's 4-member team took home 1 gold and 2 bronze medals, the country's education ministry said yesterday. And as always, Please follow CivilNet for the latest news and independent reporting from our contributors on the ground here in Armenia.